empire begins to lose its grip on Europe. It's talking about Rome. So America is in the same position as well as Rome was before, and America looks up to Rome. That's why you see a lot of you have the Roman numeral when you be in school. They got Roman numerals to have kids to do and learn in school and practice all types of Roman ways. You even got, they had same-sex marriage over there in Rome. You got the Senate. You had the Senate, which really was set up in Greek, the Grecians' way of doing it, their government, and how it explains that in the Maccabees when Alexander the Great was in power. But Antiochus, Caesars, all that is a really a reflection of Rome and Greece. But in this particular one, we're talking about Rome, and Rome had failed dramatically by overspending, overworking people for little less pay, not having enough resources. He got all type of enemies. His allies is coming up against him. So I'm going to start with the scripture, Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What is that second woe? The word woe means destruction. And the second woe is past, meaning World War III has already, World War II, Salakia, has already passed, and World War III is on its way. So we can be glad about that, because if you read in, let me go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. Because once World War III is kicked off, then this is what's going to happen. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And that's breaking down to how, okay, Esau got this kingdom, but we're right after him. And Jacob's the one who's going to bring him down. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And this is the end of the world. Everybody's saying this is the last days, yeah. But what world is the Most High talking about? The Lord said in Ecclesiastes in the regular Bible, not the Apocrypha, he explained how the earth is here forever. But this word world we're talking about is a particular society. How do you say Coca-Cola world or whatnot? The rock and roll world, the hip hop world, world star, all that type of shit. This is diverse. This is saying Esau world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it, because it's going to bring in, the Lord is going to bring in Eden again. It's going to be a righteous kingdom. This kingdom, this world is going out. So when the nuclear fire hit, then that's going to be, the fulfilling of the scriptures. I'm going to go to 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 3. Because America is going down, and Yahweh Shai, he's using the men to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. And the prophecies is going hand in hand with each other. It's not lacking or nothing. But the Lord said, wait till I rise up against the prey. Now this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. No, I'm gonna read from 5. For this they willingly are. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna start from 3. Knowing this first, that there should come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. And that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people scoff at, these articles that we bring out. A lot of people are just passive about the times, what's really taking place, what's going on across the world, famine, rioting, destruction. Like the article said, America been in war for damn 15 years, man. More than 15 years, counting after this year, because they ain't gonna pull the troops out. It's saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. That's Genesis chapter 1. Talk about how the Lord created the heavens and the heavens and the heavens. Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. Talking about the time of Noah. In the time of Noah, in Genesis, the earth flooded. And Noah prophesied that the earth was going to flood due to the wickedness of the earth. The turmoil in the earth that the Lord didn't like. And the Lord sent that spirit on Noah to prophesy the downfall of that world, the ancient world. And now the Lord has sent his prophets through Yahweh Shai, starting with the great apostles of Great Millstone and the elders of Great Millstone, and on down to the Akim, to prophesy the downfall of his kingdom. It's happening now in this world. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. And that's talking about World War III. What's going to happen in World War III? Each nation is being pumpish, or should I say proud, because of their nuclear weapon. They're not going to do as like you see in Braveheart or 13 Warrior movies, fighting on horses, which the horses are tanks and whatnot that they're going to be riding in. They're going to be riding on a horse, so to speak. But the nuclear war weapons is the main top cream of the crop, the chief thing that's going to be used in this World War III that's soon to come. So I'm gonna read down to verse 9. I'm gonna skip verse 8. It says, "The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us ward." Yeah, he's long suffering. That's why the Lord ain't doing that yet. But the Lord, he's doing it. Reading the articles, paying attention to the news, being circumspect. That's what the Lord is doing. Not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Because the Lord, by his word, he can't do nothing to all the elect is sealed. In which everything is going into accordance with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So when they let the seal, then this world is going to end, which is Esau world. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. He was like, oh man, they talk about the same stuff, man. Ain't really nothing going to happen, man. America's the greatest. All the other countries, man, they sit their ass down. No, that's not It's not what it's saying, man. Back in the 60 years ago, they said America couldn't defeat China. But they ain't bringing that out though, you know. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, what manner of